Now, the city of Dublin always ready to fill a stadium for some friendly competition. And today, the Irish crowd has shown up in force. Not for Gaelic football, or hurling, or rugby partner, no. But to welcome the NFL to the beautiful Emerald Isle. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And away we go from Dublin. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And we'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 12. And the Vikings first down.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go, Shaq.
Jones once more. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Motion man right is Jefferson. They'll run here following the penalty. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Motioning him from the slot right. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Who's going to try to pick it up? Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's now 4th down.
McCarthy throwing on 4th down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they come through to sail the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Minnesota.
They'll run here with Jones. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. Offense in the hurry up here.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 5-yard line.
Motion man right is Jefferson. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Looking underneath, it's Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Miller on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Purdy to throw it. This finds Austin complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's the Steelers' 1st down. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down throw by Purdy. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So that delay backs them up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go.
Outside. 18, watch out.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's going to try another deep one here. Brought in inside the 20. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
From the gun is Purdy. Caught near the goal line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Johnson is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up, that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for
Now
Pittsburgh.
after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Doesn't like what he sees, so he got a touchback. And they're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. Man in motion here. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Working quickly here.
Just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. First down, Vikings.
First and 10. It's McCarthy. Lasers this one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. The Vikings have played to an early lead. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Miller on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. This is a heater going deep. That's complete inside the 35. There it is, touchdown Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Boswell to add the PAT. extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. First and 10. Here's Jones. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chains moving too.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Forced out to his right. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Ready up.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. McCarthy to throw it. This to the back of the end zone. Oh, but he ran out of room. Incomplete. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So now, following the penalty, here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They've got a man in motion. Running it after the penalty. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings take a second quarter lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Miller on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Get set. 18. Yellow.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. This is Metcalf working out right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Offensive line fast. down. Purdy to throw. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
21. 53.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Purdy throwing here. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that makes it second and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
18. Watch out. On me. 21.
To throw again, it's Purdy. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this third down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Connects on the crosser. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
It's 4th down.
To the air again, Purdy. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Ireland. It's the Vikings taking over on offense. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
70 Lions. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos.
Slot man motioned over.
7 Vikings. 19 Lions.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. They connect on the deep shot. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Miller on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That was first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Pretty throw here on first. Short pass brought in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down throw by Purdy. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target and really the timing of it all. You can be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers tie it in the final minute of the half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And he runs it in. That's going to break the tie and put them up by 2.
Vikings 28. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He put everything he had into this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Escapes the pocket. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
1st down, Vikings.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Try by Addison. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone.
It's a gain of 10.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Play action. It's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts. And they can try a field goal now before halftime.
The Vikings field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
It's no good. An unexpected miss there, Brock, as he puts it left. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Will Weichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Get set. Yellow.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Outside. Box. Yellow.
From the gun is Purdy. Trying for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
there's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. And it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Mike Tomlin, never afraid to go for two, has his offense out to do just that.
Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here's Purdy to throw for it. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, Brock, they wanted the two-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this second half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a two-possession lead.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Hits his running back. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start the second half with some needed points. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Miller on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's get this point.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Outside. Watch out. Yellow.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a quick punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
21. Yellow.
From the red zone now. Looking for some. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. Looking quickly here.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down and goal.
That's completed out to the right. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here. 3rd and goal.
Outside.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell gets that point after to go. the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Steelers 45, Vikings 35. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
He goes to the hurry up here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
10-yard loss on the play. Another 3 and out.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Get set, get set.
They'll start the drive with Warren. Looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Purdy. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 16-point ball game. Wilson, the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down carry for Jones. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's going deep to the left side. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now McCarthy and the Vikings getting all set for the two-point attempt.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for two. That trims the lead just a little bit.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Here's Miller on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Their own 29-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Get set. On 18. Watch out. Box, box. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. He's going deep this time. He's got it at the 30. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Get set. 53. Can't. Yellow. Yellow.
Now it's Purdy. And he's got it. That's a layup for it, but touchdown. The Steelers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Now Purdy leading the offense up to go for 2.
Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Yellow.
They give it to the back of his own ring. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6.
58. Vikings 43.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it inside the 25. He's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. We'll go to the hurry-up offense here. Defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Steelers regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Get set, up.
Find an inside give to Ward. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll work against the blitz. Completed over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And they'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Warren running between the tackles. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. That's up. Yellow.
3rd and long, Purdy. Oh, he put everything he had into that full extension, and he brings it in. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Now we give to Warren, coming right. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Yellow. 18, watch out.
They're going to pass it here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Vikings have some new life in the fourth.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Play action, McCarthy. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
They send him left out of the slot. Second down, McCarthy to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Taking a chance to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Second and 10, McCarthy. Tried to connect, but it lines up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now to throw. Sends this to the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus on those defenders. Well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Get set, get set. You're not. Watch out.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. We'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Yellow.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's trying to push the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers making a 3-score game in the fourth. It's a DK